Hello there. How you guys doing? Just as usual, side note, Wednesdays are loud days, so yes. People tend to be loud on Wednesdays for some reason. Just in general. So. If we're lucky, we get to hear like a garbage truck or something. That would be exciting. Yeah, Wednesdays are loud days. Or maybe some construction noise. That would be another interesting one. How you guys doing? Yes, loud. As in, well, people are only allowed to make a certain amount of noise on the weekends, but, well. During the week, they can make about as much as they want to. And obviously, they're going to make most of that noise while I'm streaming. So, yeah. That's why Wednesdays are loud days over here. You ran out of food months ago. How are you still alive? Are you sure you're still alive? You might be a ghost. Have you checked? Because you might want to check. Because, I mean, if you're a ghost, you won't need food anymore, so... that would solve that issue. Hello. Didn't forget about saying hello. Well, not so much the stream itself that's loud, it's just other human beings making noise that happens to sometimes be captured by my mic. Yes, yes, walls sound delicious. So, it's another option. But once again, I'm not entirely sure how you'd manage if you ran out of food months ago. So, I definitely look into that ghost possibility. Well, that could mean lots of things. Maybe it's sleeping. So, give it a blanket. Anyways, hopefully going to be able to finish Monkey Island, well, Tales of Monkey Island, Chapter 5 today. So, that's very exciting. As far as I know, that's the final Monkey Island game out there. So, might be the last we see of Guybrush today. Until I play through the entire series again, which is bound to happen at some point. Might even play at least one of the games in August. Still need to figure out which games are going to be on the poll for August. So, yeah. For those of you who don't know, in August, my stream anniversary is going to be on the 13th of August. So I'm going to do like an event month thing where I replay through games that I've played in the past, but I don't have VODs of. So Monkey Island would be one of the options, along with like Maniac Mansion, The Dig. So, yeah, lots of other games. Not gonna try and list them all. But you can go through the list of highlight... well, yeah, the list of the VODs that I have. They're technically highlights, not actual VODs, but specifics. You can scroll through that list and the list of completed games. So, the ones that aren't on the VOD list are the ones that I'd probably be playing this August. So, lots of talking, not enough playing, starting the game. Wow, that was loud on my end. I think I still have eardrums. My mic might have picked up the sound that was coming from my headphones there. That was very loud. If you see blood trickling down from your headphones, that might explain it. So, have not heard of Bad Mojo. So, you can add it to the list of game suggestions on the server. That way I can actually go back and look through them. Wait. Oh, fine. So you're just saying this isn't a Monkey Island game? Yeah, fair enough. But wouldn't a ripoff mean that it would be produced by another company without the original people involved at all? Because LucasArts published this game? It's just that Telltale developed it, if I remember correctly. Or do you mean rip-off as in, like, them charging money for something that isn't what they say it is? Which... oh. So... let's see. I've got more money. Can't get any more grog though. Oh right, I've got the crusty sock. Forgot about that. Well, I'd say this game isn't that bad. It's silly, the graphics are a bit weird at times, but like it's not horrible. Seems like they did put effort into it. But sometimes, it feels like they built the game in a way where it depends on the hint system being on. Which, yes, it's the last episode. Like, an hour into the last episode. Well, it could be other people developing it, but still, the copyright holders involved. So it's not like it's a fan game or something. So I don't think I can go there. But it seems like I should be able to go there. It's kind of weird. Well, I get my hints through chat. Because, well, so far the hint system in this game seems like it's just throwing hints at you as soon as it thinks you didn't do the right thing immediately. So, I'd say it throws hints at you way too early. But maybe that's just me. So.
That putrid smell is so familiar. Yuck.
What?
Oh, the sock.
Oh, that's LeChuck's sock. I guess it is pretty rotten. Sorry. Excuse me? I have a few questions for you.
What's on your mind, Tripwood?
All kinds of things. So...
What happened to the spell LeChuck used to return to the land of the not dead?
Some say it is locked away in a vile treasure chest and hidden somewhere in the crossroads. But no one knows for sure.
I mean, that treasure chest might be at the treasure digging place, but it could also be at the thief's place. I don't think it's going to be at the sword fighting spot though. Seems unlikely. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for the host. So, yeah, I'm about an hour into the final chapter of Tales of Monkey Island. Still trying to figure out how to, well, not be dead. Still working on that. Hasn't worked out so well, but well, I'm trying. I don't think any of these questions are going to give me any new information. I could ask him for his name again.
What did you say your name was again?
No trebling.
What did you say your name was again?
Caleb.
Yeah, that guy's
What did you say your
reliable.
name was again?
Gable.
Either that or he has
Talk to you later.
really
Sure,
bad
why
memory
not?
when it comes to his own name. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say not being dead seems like a pretty good goal. But I'm working on it. Not sure if you've played this game or watched someone else play it. But, yeah. The way I ended up dead and here is confusing at best. Not entirely sure why that point is on the monkey's face. Seems kind of rude. I mean, the other two are... I don't know if the placement... I don't know why they chose the placement for those red dots the way they did. So, it's weird. Still don't know what this is. I guess I'll see if the dog wants the sock? Do dogs like socks? I've heard that some dogs eat socks, so it's possible. So, Doggo, do you want to eat a rotten sock?
Well, I have no reason to torture them with this disgusting
Nope.
footwear.
Well, that seems inconvenient. Good luck with getting your power back. And I hope they're nice scented candles, not like, I don't know, one that smells like air freshener. There definitely are candles out there that I wouldn't want to burn unless I had to. Well, then it sounds like it should at least be a priority to fix it, if it's not just one household. What time is it over there? I'm guessing it's nighttime, considering you need a flashlight. Oh, coffee scented sounds good.
Hiya, doggy. Come here, boy. Yikes. Maybe I should make friends with him first.
So, didn't like the sock. Probably doesn't want money. I don't think he wanted the tip jar. So, how about a jeweled anchor?
Anchors are
Okay.
not known for their versatility.
Fine. I guess a golden jeweled anchor is not a chew toy. But if it is made of solid gold, then... well, I guess it wouldn't be the worst anchor to chew on. But yeah, fair enough. Have a nice evening. And, yeah, don't bump into stuff. Alright. Jeweled anchor. Can I use that on the boat somehow? Hello, how you doing?
Anchors are not known for their versatility.
Okay. Do I tie the anchor to myself and then explore the bottom of the lake? I could try that, but it sounds incredibly unpleasant. So I'd rather not.
Welcome back,
Wait,
friend.
I saw a chest. Oh, is that the secret chest thing? Yeah.
Hey, what's in this thing?
That? Oh, that's a secret.
Oh, what kind of secret?
If I knew that, it wouldn't be a secret.
I don't even have my hook anymore, so I can't break it open. Well, I can't use my hook as a lockpick. So... Can I just hand him money?
I'd like to buy something, shopkeep.
I don't think you quite understand the meaning of thieves' den, friend.
Yeah, fine. How about a jeweled anchor
Anchors
for
are
that
not known for their versatility.
secret chest thing? No. What else could I do? How about some grog?
No time to be buying people drinks.
No. That's a weird fire. So if I distract
me?
him...
What is it, friend?
I think there's like a sticker or something somewhere around here. In the other camera angle I saw like a golden sticker on a piece of wood. Might have been on one of the chests. Don't know. So... Look behind you.
Would you mind, looking behind you again?
There's something behind me, you say? Better have a look. Why, I don't see
No,
anything
secrets
over
aren't
here.
meant to be stolen.
Mhm. What are you
Are
meant
you
to be?
sure you
Secrets.
meant behind me?
Fair enough. Have fun doing the dishes.
Maybe if I try squinting.
Can I get secrets drunk?
Okay, I'm
Grog
going
can't
to keep
solve
looking
all my
for
problems.
just a little bit
No.
longer.
But it does help me face
But
many of
then
them.
I'm turning around.
Can I horrify my secrets by
Why, I don't
showing
see
them that
anything over
picture?
here.
No.
Oh, not my secrets. Those
Are you
secrets.
sure you meant behind me?
Yes, yes, I am sure I meant that.
Maybe if I try squinting.
How about a sock? No?
Okay, I'm going to keep looking for just
Yes,
a little
I'm
bit
trying
longer.
to
But then
threaten
I'm
an
turning around.
inanimate object with pictures and a sock.
Why, I don't
Not
see
very
anything
effective.
over here.
Can I somehow bring it to life?
Are you sure you meant behind?
This is the last remnant of my corporeal
I
self.
guess not.
I shouldn't monkey around with it.
Maybe if I try squinting.
I mean, why
Okay,
get a
I'm going
dishwasher
to
if
keep
you
looking
are
for
the
just a little
dishwasher?
bit longer. But then I'm turning around.
This is nice. Where'd you get this from?
Ah, that I stole from Captain Bloodbeard himself, just after his crew mutinied and made him walk the plank. From the crow's nest.
Oh.
Why, I don't see anything over here.
Can I steal stuff from him while he's
Are you
got his
sure
back
you
turned?
meant behind me?
No, I don't think I can
Maybe
reach
if I
him.
try squinting.
That is a bit weird.
Okay, I'm going to keep looking for just a little bit longer. But then I'm turning
Ooh,
around.
shiny.
Why, I don't see anything over here.
Wow. You stole this?
Actually, that was already there when I got here.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Why, I don't see anything over here.
Random tombstone.
Are you sure you meant behind me? Maybe if I try squinting.
Temptingly unwatched urns.
Yoink.
I hate to be a bad host, but I'm afraid you have got to be moving on.
Oh, okay then.
Mm-hmm. And he's stealing all his stuff back again.
Till next time, friend.
Might not have any more money now. We'll see. What did he steal? Nope, just the urn. Fair enough. Alright. I guess I might want to turn hints back on again. Or
Good
just
luck with the pilfering. I
take
gotta
a
go.
hint.
Come back soon, friend.
Because it seems like it's one of those points in the game where the game itself doesn't really tell you too much. So you need to have hints on to have any clue what's going on.
How goes the treasure hunt?
Fantastic!
Who do you mean, Guybrush or the other guy? Because the other guy's just doing it on purpose. He's going through Guybrush's inventory while he brings them back to his boat. So. Let's see. No, that guy didn't lose a dog. It was the other guy. Still don't know how to make friends with that dog. Haven't seen any bones around here. Or dog food. Don't think that they have a supermarket. Would be nice if they did. But, well, I'll see how stuff is going over here. If Morgan is done sword fighting yet. Probably not.
Hey, you.
What's up?
How's the sword fighting gig going, Mo?
You know, it's not bad. I've already defeated 3 total posers and 1 half-decent fencer. It's not quite the same thrill I got from being a hired mercenary, but it'll do for now.
You still depressed about being dead?
It's not so bad. I'm not so sure I'm ready to move on, though. Being a guardian for the Crossroads and fighting off the weak and unworthy is fun, but I don't think I want to be stuck here for eternity.
Fair enough.
I have an idea how to get out of here.
Guybrush, forget it. We're dead.
Yeah, but LeChuck was once able to escape using a voodoo spell. I just need to find
Yeah,
it.
and look what happened to him.
There's a chance I can return to the living world and continue to take down pirates? Present company excluded, of course.
Seems that way.
Well, if I can help in any way, let me know.
I mean, they're both ghosts. So,
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
it's 2 ghosts talking.
Good luck with the sword fighting gig. I'll be back.
Yeah, I think I'm going to turn hints on again. And see if the game has anything to say. How about just all the way? Alright. I guess I'll try and interact with the dog and see if that does anything when it comes to game giving me hints. Don't have any new items, so I don't expect that to work. still think it's neat that you can see his rib cage. And, well, you can see his pelvis, but his legs are mostly hidden. So are his arms, I think. Or, no, you can see the arms. Thanks for the sub.
Hiya, doggy. Come here, boy. Oh, I wonder if he's lost. Better take him with me. Yikes. Maybe I should make friends with him first.
I wonder if that dog could help me find LeChuck's buried treasure chest.
Well, there's a good chance it could. But how? Like, how do I make friends with it? I'm guessing I'm going to have to, like, didn't it say 28 months? Not 26? So, yeah. 28 months is pretty incredible. I mean, has it really been that long already? What even is the passage of time? Can I put the sock in the jar? No. Yeah, time really does fly.
Hiya, doggy. Come here, boy. Yikes. Maybe I should make friends with him first.
Can I show him the picture? Because I guess that might smell like his owner.
I don't think so.
But yeah, I think I'm going to have to show the dog the sock later on, after I've made friends with it, to then have it search for the treasure. But I don't know how to actually make friends with the dog. Probably bones, but I haven't found any. There haven't been that many skeletons around here. I mean, there's that one grave, but I don't have a shovel. Yeah, pizza. Everyone likes pizza. Now I want some pizza.
Hello.
What's on your mind, Threepwood?
I've been trying to look for
Talk to you later.
bones,
Sure, why
dog
not?
food, random pieces of steak or something. Haven't seen any. I mean, yes, there are skulls on the boat, but I can't just use those. Well, I'm sorry that I sometimes forget that I haven't actually said anything out loud. It's not just when it comes to your messages, it's just a general thing I do. So, yeah. I'm also horrible at, like, asking people like a number of questions back to back, because I always forget at least one. So, yeah, I'm just bad at that stuff. Which obviously means I'm a great streamer. So it's not that I didn't read your message or think about, like, how I'd respond to the message. I just sometimes kind of get sidetracked along the way of saying stuff, and then forget to say stuff. Yeah. Well, I think the most people we've had in chat was like 200 something at some point due to big raid. Yeah, but not for long. So it is tricky, but I don't know how it is to have that many people in chat who actually know the channel. So can't really compare, because in my experience, with raids, people tend to lurk and then just leave. Or just lurk the entire time because they're AFK. Alright. We're looking for bones. I'm just going to try and dig up that grave somehow.
Wow, you stole this?
Actually, that was already there when I got here.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I don't see any bones around here. Just that grave. So the question is, what do I do with that grave? I did say hello today. So, that means you're going to have to stay. Because that's how it works, right? Where do I get a random skeleton? You'd think there would be more bones in the underworld, but no. Don't really see any.
Good luck with the pilfering. I gotta go.
Come back soon, friend.
And I don't have a shovel to use on the grave, so kinda pointless. Oh. There's a sign, I think. Saw it from the other angle. Maybe I can take bones off of the sign? There.
Hey, where are you going? Come back! Murray? Whew, thank goodness. Not that I'm scared of Murray. Murray's a punk. You hear that, Murray? You're a punk! Ah! You're still a punk.
Well, that was silly. Yes, just hide it all the way in the corner of the screen. That's the best way to do things. Alright. Got the bone. Time to turn hints off again. Because honestly, that was the problem. I just hadn't checked the corner. Hello, how you doing? I finally found a bone. So, hopefully going to be able to deal with the dog now. Unless he doesn't like bones.
You look like, Franklin. Hey, boy, you look hungry. Want a bone? Here you go, boy. Oh, poor thing. You should probably come with me.
Yummy human bones. I might just be teaching that dog to eat humans. So... wouldn't be a huge problem here, but... if I took that dog along... then, yeah. Probably wouldn't go too well.
Here you go, boy. Get a big whiff of this. I think he's got the scent.
Okay.
Okay, boy. Dig me up a vile-looking treasure chest. Hey, where you going? Bad dead dog.
Aww. Well, that's not funny at all. But yes, that's the problem with naming characters after people, just in general.
Anchors are not known for their versatility.
So... oh, that was just, me clearing my throat. I wasn't laughing. I would never laugh. I wouldn't dare. Where did that dog go? 'Cause, am I supposed to follow it? I mean, I heard it jump into the ocean. So, did it go here? Okay.
Franklin, there you are. You're supposed to be finding LeChuck's hidden treasure for me. What are you doing here?
Oh, such a cute little dog. Is he yours?
No. What are you hiding, Caleb?
More than meets the eye.
So, nothing. Here, I'll talk.
What? Why, I never.
But you do have the treasure. So I'll ask you, you'll say no, and around we'll go.
It's hard to say.
Excuse me? I have a few questions for you.
What's on your mind, Tripwood?
Well, that sounds like you didn't get that much sleep. I don't know what time it is over there now, so... either way, staying up till 5 AM seems like that wouldn't be your usual sleep schedule. Because that's a pretty rare one.
I let Franklin get LeChuck's scent so he could find
Hello.
the treasure,
How
but
you
he
doing?
came here instead.
Curious. Maybe I am LeChuck.
Are you?
Nope.
Good to know that you're officially Russian now. Congrats. But yeah, I'd say I need at least 6 hours of sleep. So...
Do you have LeChuck's treasure?
Yes.
Just as I thought. No. Wait, what? But Franklin agrees. You're supposed to say no.
Then there's no doubt.
But that's your thing. Doubt.
Puzzling.
Where were you the last time you saw LeChuck?
Right over there.
Just a few steps over there.
Not right here.
Sigh.
What? So confused.
I let Franklin get LeChuck's scent so he could find the treasure, but he came here instead.
Curious. Maybe I am LeChuck.
Are you?
Nope.
I mean, he does have a similar lip situation going on. The ginormous bottom lip that LeChuck has. So, maybe they're related.
Talk to you later.
Sure, why not?
And the dog thinks that that guy looks, well, smells like LeChuck. So, he looks slightly like LeChuck, and he smells like LeChuck. And he's very confusing, so he might be LeChuck.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, which coincidentally is where this came from. Franklin's found the scent of LeChuck's treasure.
Well, I'm not sure it's specifically the scent of the treasure. More likely just the scent of the other sock. Maybe the other sock is the treasure. So, can I pay him off?
Pirates don't bribe, or tip particularly well for that matter.
Silly pirates. How about grog?
No time to be buying people drinks.
How about giving him an anchor?
Anchors are not known for their versatility.
Looking behind him. Don't see anything there.
The center of the crossroads.
I mean, it is a giant X on the ground. Maybe that's where it's buried.
It doesn't make any sense. Franklin says the treasure is here, and that lying Caleb agrees.
I can hear you.
Whoops. But still. Hello.
What's on your mind, Threepwood?
Lots of things.
What did you say your name was again?
Vicky.
It's definitely Vicky.
Talk to you later.
Sure, why not?
Franklin is sniffing all over Caleb's feet. Franklin's found the scent of LeChuck's treasure.
So, maybe he's standing on it?
It doesn't make any sense. Franklin says the treasure is here, and that lying Caleb agrees.
I can hear you.
Whoops. But still. Franklin is sniffing all over Caleb's feet.
What if I show him the sock?
Have a whiff of this thing, Fibby McFarfignugan.
That's not my name. Hey! Ugh, that smells like him.
There we go.
LeChuck's treasure. Where'd it go, Franklin, you salty dog?
Now look, you've sullied the air over there. That's what I smelled right before taking a thump to the head all those years ago.
That is one ugly chest. Oh man, it's locked. And I left my hook on my other body. Now how am I gonna get it open?
Wait. Oh, I just dumped the chest in my pocket. Alright. So, I guess I'll ask the thief guy. He seems like he's good at lockpicking.
Welcome
should be.
back, friend.
Do you think you can unlock this completely non-valuable treasure chest for me? There's a worthless slip of paper inside that I really need. I'll let you keep the chest in exchange.
Sure, friend. In fact, I already unlocked the chest while you were talking, but I'm afraid it's empty.
What?
See for yourself.
Hey, what was that?
What was what, friend?
You just kicked my spell into that pile.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Huh. We'll see about that. Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
There's something,
Ooh, where?
Okay.
Why, I don't see anything over here.
yoink.
I hate to be a bad host, but I'm afraid you've got to be moving on.
Oh, okay then.
Ah, he's gonna steal it out of my pocket again.
Till next time, friend.
Right? Yeah, I don't have it. Alright. So...
I know that thief threw my scroll in here. Somewhere.
yeah. He's a great
Nah,
friend.
that thing was a pain to carry around. I think I'll leave it. Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
So, what kind of thievery skills do you have?
The usual, friend. Pickpocketing, lockpicking, safecracking, and creating artificial buying pressure for a generally low trading volume issuer in the over-the-counter securities market.
Yeah, me too. Talk to you later.
Till next time, friend.
So, can I just try and get the dog to find it?
Okay, boy. Do your thing.
Hey, did you bring a dog in here? Because that will get you banned for life in here, friend.
Fine. Can I show him the smell of the sock?
I have no reason to torture them with this disgusting footwear.
No. No sock smells for him. How is that a Monkey Island 2 reference? I can't remember getting banned for a dog. Good point. What life?
Anchors are not known for their versatility.
You need to have a life to get banned for it,
Anchors
right?
are not known for their versatility.
Well, probably.
Nah. Nope. No. I don't think so.
I guess I could try and get Morgan to help.
Good luck with the pilfering. I gotta go.
Come back soon, friend.
Because, I mean, she'd probably love a fight. So, I don't think she's gonna mind.
Hey, you.
What's up?
I have an idea how to get out of here.
Guybrush, forget it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Really?
So, can't tell her
Run off.
about
I don't
how
think
the
I'm
scroll
allowed
is
to.
now, well, kinda stuck. So, anything else I can do up here? Not really.
Good luck with the sword fighting gig. I'll be back.
What else could I do to help with acquiring the scroll again? I'm not stealing it back. I mean, I could try and ask the other pirates. Don't think that's gonna go too well, but could at least ask.
How goes the treasure hunt?
Fantastic!
You haven't lost a dog, have you?
A dog? What would a pirate need with a dog? Silly creatures always sliding back and forth on the poop deck, barking while you try to sneak up on your enemy. Who needs them? Now a parrot. That's a good pet for a pirate.
Oh, well, I thought you might be using him to find buried treasure.
Nah, finding treasure is easy here. Just dig and get rich.
I mean, I've got tiny golden parrots that I can dig up. Still don't know if those are going to be relevant.
Oh, great. More tiny parrots. I guess since he got atomized into a million bits, there are gonna be a lot of these guys.
Ooh, maybe I can catch them in the jar.
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate.
No.
Shoot, this jar would be a great place to keep the tiny squawkers, but I can't get close enough to catch them.
Can I put grog in the jar? No. Can I put the picture of Guybrush in the jar? The Shred of Life? No. How would I get close enough to catch them?
Nah. Okay, I guess this is the only treasure I'm gonna get. Stupid cursed whispery parrot.
More parrots. More parrots.
Okay, I guess this is the only treasure I'm gonna get. Stupid cursed whispery parrot.
Okay. How can I sneak up on them?
Anchors are not known for their versatility. Grog can't solve all my problems, but it does help me face many of them. Nope. This is the last remnant of my corporeal self.
Yes.
I shouldn't
yes.
monkey around with it.
He says that, but then again, he's trying to just come back to life.
No.
How could I lure them into a jar? A dog?
Shoot. They fly away every time I try to get close.
What if I stand here and send the dog to dig up some treasure?
There's nothing around here I need him to find.
No. Very tricky.
How goes the treasure hunt?
Fantastic!
So let me get this straight. There's a fabulous pirate treasure under each and every one of these X's?
What? You still got grave dirt in your ears? Try it yourself!
How am I going to get there without scaring the tiny parrots? It's very tricky.
I think I poked it enough.
Treasure, all you can dig. That's nice.
I just noticed that this is supposed to spell treasure. Good try. Can I use the jar on the sign so they hopefully land in the jar?
Uh-uh.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I just didn't notice that that word was supposed to say treasure. I wasn't too focused on the writing on the sign. How could I sneak up on those parrots? Can I somehow use that anchor?
Hey, Caleb? Hello? Huh. Looks like he wandered off. Maybe he'll turn up later.
Or maybe not.
Anchors are not known for their versatility.
I guess I could go over to this area and use the anchor on the water. Not sure I've done that yet.
Anchors are not known for their versatility.
What am I supposed to do with that anchor? Let's see. Has anything changed over here now that the dog's in my inventory? I'm guessing it
Franklin to
hasn't.
sniff out anything there.
Maybe you can find something else at the crossroads.
This feels like a good idea, but I don't know why. I better not drop this before I know why I'm doing it.
So basically, I guessed correctly, but I can't do it yet. Because the crossroads are a giant cross. So, well. So yes, I do know why I try to dig there. I just don't know what I'm trying to dig for.
I don't need Franklin to sniff out anything there.
Can't really see what Morgan is doing up there. But I do think that's her. Possibly threatening someone. But yeah, I doubt Franklin can find anything up there. It's not like you can dig. It's wood and stone, so. Can't really dig on like the, I don't know how many floor of a tower. So,
Welcome back, friend.
what if I have him turn his back and then take out Franklin?
Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
There's something,
Ooh, where? Why, I don't see anything over here.
Okay, boy. Do
Are
your
you
thing.
sure you meant behind?
There we go.
Maybe if I try squinting.
What's the problem?
Okay, I'm going to keep looking for just a little bit longer. But then
Sorry,
I'm
boy.
turning around.
If he sees you with the scroll, he'll just take it away again. Wait till he's showing me out, then make a break for it.
Why, I don't see anything over here. Are you sure you meant behind?
So, taking an
Sir.
arm?
Time to go, friend.
oh, right.
Till next time, friend.
Yep.
I mean, sure, they're different devices, but, like... I mean... they both need electricity. So it's not like they're that different. Wait, where did Franklin go?
Welcome back, friend.
No, not around here.
Good luck with the pilfering. I gotta go.
Come back soon, friend.
I should have told Franklin where to meet me. Oh, there he is.
There you are. Okay, give me the spell. Oh no, what have you done with the spell?
Did you bury it here with all the treasure somewhere?
Bad, Franklin.
Aww. picking him up and putting him in his inventory. Alright. More digging.
Okay, I guess this is the only treasure I'm gonna get. Stupid cursed whispery parrot.
I don't think there's any way I can catch these parrots right now. Maybe later.
Okay. Later then. So.
Okay, boy. Do your thing.
Nice. Hope it's not covered in dirt.
Back in the code for you, you little spell thief. It's the spell LeChuck used to escape back into the living world. The physical and spiritual realms coexist as do night and day. To journey from one to the other, a pirate must know his way. Search around you and within you to find these things, and at the center of the crossroads, present them in a ring. The journey is confusing. Something must guide your way, and you must have an anchor to ensure that you will stay. What gives you courage to face the dangers to come, and a sacrifice in your name that cannot be undone?
Tricky. But are you going to label the cables so he doesn't get them confused? Because, well... I mean, I guess you'll find out. I mean, there's nothing better than some nice labeled cables, right? So, anchor?
Something to find your way. Check. Sit. Stay. Good dog.
Okay. Anchor. Literally.
Anchors away. Check.
So, courage. Grog.
1 bottle of liquid courage. Check. Okay. All I need is a sacrifice in my name. Where the heck am I supposed to find that?
Yeah, I just saved. Just seemed like a good time to save. So, maybe Morgan knows something about sacrifices. We'll see.
Hey, you.
What's up?
I found a spell that will let me return to the land of the living.
Really? That's great! How do we use it?
First, I need to gather a bunch of ingredients, but I'm having some trouble figuring out what they're supposed to be. Maybe you can help.
Maybe. What are the items?
Part of the spell requires a sacrifice made to me.
That sounds pretty complicated. Maybe you should focus on the other ingredients first.
But I've already
Yeah, good idea.
got the other ingredients.
I still need something for sacrifice.
Why don't you go use the items you've already found first? I'll try to think of something.
But I've already done that.
Hey Mo, I still need one more thing for the crossroads spell.
Yes.
Some kind of sacrifice. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I think I have an idea. Come on, I'll show you.
Aw.
Okay, where's this sacrifice? I don't see anything.
Right here.
She's sacrificing herself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is that a good idea?
What? No, this is just my reputation. I can easily build that back up again.
Well, okay. Are you sure?
Right. Thank you.
Sure, it's just her
Well,
reputation.
don't just stand there. Get on with the spell.
Of course, the spell. Wait, I don't know what else I'm...
Oh. Bye, Franklin.
Well, I guess this is it. Seems safe enough.
Sure.
Ladies first.
Hey,
Huh. That's weird. I can go through no problem.
oh heck no. I am not getting stuck in this afterlife.
So, what are you gonna do?
I don't know, you just go on through and take care of your business. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Wish me luck.
Nice sponge. I thought they pulverized the sponge. Didn't they?
Gah! Why won't this thing open? Elaine, get over here and help me. I've spent months getting those mangy voodoo-cursed monkeys into place so I could conjure up the entrance to the crossroads. I won't be thwarted now. Oh, come on. I broke your spirit, not your back. Get over here and push.
You know, you didn't have to actually kill him.
And why not? Do you know the number of times that bony buccaneer has killed me?
Look, I let you catch me and I played along with your stupid nice guy act because I thought that it would get Guybrush to realize that the voodoo
Do
lady
not
was...
mention that woman in my presence. That cursed voodoo witch will control my fate no more. Now that I have La Esponja Grande, I can use it to suck pure, unlimited voodoo energy directly from the source. I will become the demon pirate god, and you will be my goddess. And this time, there will be no Guybrush Threepwood to spoil our wedding plans.
What was that?
Yes, that's it!
I'm not sure about this.
Elaine? What's going on here?
He's still a ghost. Just slightly see-through.
I'll tell you what's
Fine.
going on here. You've lost. I now have full access to the unlimited voodoo power of the crossroads themselves. This is my moment of ultimate triumph. So, ghost of Guybrush Threepwood, would you like to RSVP for the wedding now or later?
If I ask real nice, will you go away? Quake in fear, LeChuck. Or, you won't get away with this, LeChuck. Well. I feel kind of drawn towards the second option. don't know about you guys, but well. Online TV, that's fancy. So, yeah, I'll just go with the middle one.
Look, if I ask real nice, will you go away? I only opened the crossroads to get back to Elaine.
You opened the crossroads. Then I suppose I have to thank you for doing my bidding for a second time.
Ah.
So you admit I'm better than you? Why didn't you just get the sponge yourself? 2 chicken to get the sponge from the mer people. Why didn't you just get the merfolk to get the sponge?
So you admit, I am better than you.
You were the only living soul that can do that, you know. Boy, was my face red when La Esponja Grande turned out to be so small. But then, you took right care of that, didn't you?
I mean, to be fair, if they're not used to using the internet, then 1.5 hours seems like, yeah, pretty decent amount of time. Could have taken way longer. So if it works now after 1.5 hours, not like several days, that seems like pretty awesome progress. So, like, you gotta remember it's a new skill. Learning new skills takes time.
The voodoo lady said...
Voodoo lady?
By the way, does anyone know if she has a name? It feels weird just calling her Voodoo Lady. But I'll be taking care of her soon, too. I have infused the Cutlass of Kaflu with demonic power that no mortal can touch.
Well, Guybrush isn't
This
mortal.
weapon that was designed to destroy me will ultimately set me free when I use it to slay the woman who has locked you and I in this perpetual loop of fate. Isn't that right, Elaine?
Yes. And we shall slay her together. Make me your demon bride.
What?
My demon bride. Kinda gets you all choked up in here, doesn't it?
Face it, Threepwood. The Chuck has more power than any pirate could possibly dream of.
Is she trying to
Besides,
get
you're
Guybrush to
dead.
stab LeChuck?
Well, so is he.
I'm sorry, Guybrush.
Or is she trying to
Wonder Bunny.
become...
No.
Well... So now she's going to try and stab LeChuck?
Elaine, mine! And yet here you are, ghost of Guybrush Threepwood, trying to interfere with my big moment with Elaine once again. Well, come on and stop me. Give it your best stab. So, sweetheart,
Alright,
where do you think we should hold the wedding?
so... Got no clue what her plan is.
The entire island to ours, so...
Ha! Prepare to meet your... Oh, come on!
Problem?
Why can't I grab anything?
That's just one of the side effects of being a fleshless spectre. Good thing you are, though. Just one slice of that re-enchanted blade is enough to destroy anything it touches in this mortal world.
But I was gonna use that to save you and kill LeChuck again.
It ain't so easy being a ghost now, is it, Mr. Threepwood? Well, That's how I felt all those years ago, when I was a simple ghost pirate roaming the seas. And now, you're about to know how it felt when you ripped my spiritual essence to shreds, when you doused me with that ghost-destroying voodoo root beer.
Lady Boo? Let's not be hasty.
It felt a lot like this.
I mean, to be honest, she looks awesome now. So.
Guybrush, what happened? Did you defeat LeChuck? Save your wife? Avenge my death?
She zapped me.
What?
Elaine, she's LeChuck's demon bride. And she zapped me with voodoo root beer.
Demon bride? She must be under LeChuck's control. Get back in there and save her!
No, she's not. She looked me right in the eyes, and then chose him. They're gonna take over the world together. There's a demonic sword involved. It's over.
Well, that's good news.
Huh?
Now you're free to just curl up and enjoy a sad, pathetic eternity in Pirate Afterlife. Of course, I'm not sure if they're still letting whiny schoolgirls in. You'll have to check.
Come on, Morgan. I just lost my wife.
So go take her back, Guybrush. Are you a mighty pirate or aren't you?
Look,
I know you're not the most fearsome pirate to sail the seven seas. But what I've learned about the Guybrush Threepwood that inspired me for my entire life is that there isn't any situation he can't handle. And the one thing I've admired about you throughout our entire adventure together is that you never gave up on Elaine.
maybe if I could find a way to use that cutlass. But if I go back, they'll just zap my ghost again.
So get your body back.
What, just find my body and repossess it? Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
The Voodoo Lady's locket. Find the locket, find your body.
And then bring the fight to that decrepit sack of seaworms and make LeChuck rue the day he decided to mess with Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate!
Yes!
I still have no clue what rue means.
But it sounded great.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to go skewer some more sorry ghosts. Maybe practice my pickpocketing. I don't know. Something.
Morgan! Thanks.
Nope, kidding. Well, I don't have a dress like that, and to be honest, if I did, I wouldn't want to risk destroying it by wearing a bunch of special effects makeup. So, yeah. I'd have to paint myself greenish. Well, I don't have a crown of glowing lights. I wouldn't want to just wear, like, a string of lights, because that seems like it might be dangerous. I don't want my hair to catch on fire, because that would be a problem.
Here I come, LeChuck! Okay, LeChuck, you caught me off guard once by making Elaine spray me with root beer.
Are you ready this time?
Ready for what, Sweetums? Uh-oh.
I guess I'll need the parrots now.
How goes the treasure hunt?
Fantastic!
Okay, not gonna react to the giant hole in reality over there. So,
Okay, I guess this is the only treasure I'm gonna get. Stupid cursed whispery parrot.
So... maybe if I scare them off, they're gonna fly through there?
It's me, Guybrush Threepwood. Why did
No.
Shoot, this jar would be a great place to keep the tiny squawkers, but I can't get close enough to catch them.
Tricky.
Welcome back, friend.
Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
I think I broke the crossroads. Have you noticed any tears in the fabric of reality in here? Maybe behind one of these old trinkets?
Can't say that I have, friend.
Alright.
Well, keep up the good work.
Oh, I am, friend.
Maybe that other rip in the fabric of reality would lead me somewhere
Good luck with the
else.
pilfering. I gotta go.
Come back soon, friend.
So... if I go through that one, maybe I'll end up near his body?
Hello? Anyone around?
Nice.
Oh, shoot. It's too dark to actually see what's in here. So much for ghost powers.
Oh, monkey.
Huh. Another hypnotized monkey.
Wait, another one?
Morbid.
This place is weird.
Nah.
Can I use the sock on it?
Nope.
I guess not. But it seems I was correct about the rips leading to, well, different places. Haven't been to enough different ones to actually know if there's a pattern. But... so... to the sword fighting place. Okay.
Fool Threepwood, what have you done?
Ah! Talking crabs!
Why did you open the crossroads? With the barriers shattered, LeChuck is now beyond all control, plundering voodoo energy directly from the spirit realm. Thanks to you, reality itself could unravel like a cheap rug.
Maybe reality is a cheap rug.
If you're worried about rug quality, perhaps you should consider upgrading to something with a knot density of 160 to 290 per square inch, but that's not really the issue here. Why didn't you warn me that LeChuck had nefarious plans for La Esponja Grande?
I'm afraid LeChuck made fools of us all this time, Guybrush. But hope is not yet lost.
Hey, speak for yourself. In fact, I'm already working on a plan to possess my body, so they can't zap me with root beer again when I go back.
Yes, the voodoo root beer only affects spiritual manifestations in the physical realm. If you can manage to repossess your body, you may yet be able to use LeChuck's weapon against him.
You mean enchanted root beer?
You must figure that out for yourself.
Dang it.
Go now, find your body. Find a way for your spirit to possess it. But remember, rebinding a soul to a body is not as simple as taking yourself over. You're rebelling against the natural state of things, and the universe will push back. Once you have possessed your body, you'll have to find a more permanent way to bind it to your soul. I recommend Mix and Mojo brand Spirit Gum. It can create a powerful spiritual bond that will bring your restless spirit and body together in harmony. It's also delicious. It comes in lemon, cherry, and mutton flavors. I always have some with me.
You give me some of that spirit gum?
I cannot risk coming out of hiding to aid you, Guybrush. But I was chewing some when I was imprisoned back on Flotsam. I may have left some back in the jail cell. Remember, spirit gum contains some ingredients from the spirit realm, so it retains some ghostly properties. Be careful with it. I must go now, Guybrush. It is too dangerous for me to let my true whereabouts be known.
Ugh. I hope this is just a phase she's going through.
I'm gonna go look for pre-chewed gum. Great. Delicious.
Whoa. This whole jumping between realms thing is gonna take some getting used to.
Hey, you. Pipe down. We're in the middle of a pirate wake here.
A what? Oh, yep, that's me. This is a pretty disappointing wake.
Yeah, well, LeChuck's killing spree may have hindered the turnout a bit.
And why am I posed like that?
It's zany. The customers love it.
What? That's exactly the way I remember you.
Great.
Yep, that's my body, all right. What is it doing here?
This is your wake. We were going to erect a statue in your honor after the pox was cured, but that caused LeChuck to return to pillaging and plundering, and people were calling to burn your body in effigy instead. In the end, we settled somewhere in the middle, and decided you'd become our new dartboard.
Great.
Hi there.
Captain Threepwood, as I live and breathe!
Don't rub it in. Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
Yeah, quit that! You aren't scary, you just screwed up my concentration.
Root beer. Yikes. I better not stand under that. I don't want it splashing down on me. Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick, I've almost got my stroke back!
So...
Please stop throwing darts at me.
What do you care? You're dead!
But I need my body. I'm not done with it.
Sorry! Just be grateful that I'm not a very good shot.
Bet things have been pretty quiet in the old courthouse since I heroically gave my life to cure the pox of LeChuck.
It's true! Without that LeChuck and pox voodoo poison coursing through our veins, Flotsam citizens have returned to their usual roguish yet not entirely evil ways.
LeChuck and pox? Great name. Why didn't I think of that?
But with LeChuck on the loose, the crime rate is going through the roof! He did things to poor old Crimp Digit that we don't even have names for yet!
Oh. Why is LeChuck committing undefined acts of evil on the citizens of Flotsam?
He thinks we're hiding that voodoo lady, Chippy, and he won't take no ouch stop stabbing me for an answer.
No, ouch, stop stabbing me.
So, are you hiding the voodoo lady?
Absolutely not! That witch is nothing but trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with V, and that stands for voodoo.
So, ever seen a ghost before?
Have I ever? I'm a judge, laddie! My every waking hour is haunted by the harrowing curses of the despicable reprobates I've sent to the gallows. To be frank, your cheery spirit is something of a welcome respite.
Yeah, I'm much more of an existential crisis ghost than a mind-numbing horror spirit. All that wailing really does a number on your throat. Give me a drink, Grind Stump.
I'm afraid your bar privileges expired when you did, Threepwood. In your next life, try to settle your debts before you get killed, hmm?
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
Yeah, quit that! You aren't scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
Can I put a jar down somewhere around here?
No. Uh-uh. Nah, I don't work for tips. I don't think so. Well, at least someone thought to get a nice wreath for my wake.
What, that? Ah, it was brought in as kindling when we decided to burn your body.
Oh. Guybrush Threepwood. Mighty...
Mighty sigh. Why is there a blindfold up there?
That's the blindfold I wore back when I had my first bar fight here.
Oh.
Although, technically, it was my pox-infested hand that did most of the fighting. Ah, good old Lefty. I hope he's happy, wherever he is.
Thanks for the raid. How was your stream? And what were you streaming?
Oh, I can't make the doorknob turn. Stupid ghostly limitations.
Why can't I just phase through the door? I have not heard of that one. Yes. The more spiders, the merrier. Well, don't try that with actual real spiders. There might be some cannibalism. But, well.
Ooh, I'm a ghost! Aren't you guys scared of me?
Well, you weren't very threatening while you were alive, and I'm afraid the new pirate ghost thing isn't helping.
So, how did you get out of the manatee and end up on Flotsam?
I don't want to talk about it.
I bet I can guess. You took the gross out subway again, didn't you?
Wrong. Now buzz off.
Then what did he do?
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Seriously, how did you get out of the manatee and end up on Flotsam?
I said I don't want to talk about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Dressed up like a throat grub and snuck out through the blowhole?
Manatees don't have blowholes. Plus, that's really stupid. Now leave me alone.
Yo, Bug-Eye!
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Come on, how did you get out of the manatee and end up on Flotsam?
I really do not want to talk about it.
No, let me guess. You ignited the gases in the stomach, which resulted in a catastrophic explosion, destroying everything within a 25-mile radius?
And yet, here I am, without a scratch on me.
So was I right?
You're an idiot.
Yo, Bug-Eye!
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Hey, whatever happened to that locket Dakava had?
Probably at the bottom of the ocean with the rest of... Well, it's at the bottom of the ocean.
With the rest of... Dakava?
Never mind.
What happened there? Got questions.
Hyper-flammable mourner's kindling. My body is perfectly positioned for another root beer shower. Great.
I'm guessing that's going to be relevant. Oh, there's a monkey.
Hey, it's Jacques the monkey. Hey, little guy. Huh. I wonder why his eyes are all funky again. Morgan? Hello?
Where'd she go?
Good question. That's weird. Because, I mean, I doubt she passed on. But she might have. But without her sword?
Caleb? What are you doing over here?
Standing mostly.
What's going on with the crossroads? I thought the spell would take me back, not just rip open the spiritual realm. Is there any way to stop it?
Yes. I assume you are still carrying around that last shred of life you came here with. If you were to give that up, the rips in the crossroads should close right up.
Really?
Right.
It's as simple as that?
Yep. A simple sacrifice of a teensy shred of life, and all these rips will seal up good as new, putting everyone in their place for eternity. Of course, you'd be stuck here for good, and LeChuck is probably already powerful enough to destroy every living thing on the planet, so I don't see what good it'd do.
So I can close these rips, but then I'll really be stuck here? A pirate's life. Not for me.
For eternity.
Hello. How you doing? So, where's Morgan? Oh, there's another rip. Yes. There we go. Oh.
Captain Threepwood? Captain on deck!
Mr. Winslow? Relax, I'm not the captain anymore. I'm dead.
Ah, yes. I thought you looked a bit more wispy than usual, sir.
And this is hardly the screaming narwhal. What happened?
It was that nasty LeChuck fellow, sir. Ooh, you were right about that one. First, he knocked me off the ship.
Wait, why is he at the managing mating
Your
grounds?
lovely wife. And then...
Yes?
Then he... Oh, I can hardly say it, sir.
Did he make you kill someone? Force you to turn on your family and loved ones?
He took down the map, sir. How does one expect to get anywhere without a map?
Oh.
Hello, little monkey.
I wouldn't, sir. He's still a bit frustrated that we can't agree on the props we need for our new game. Rock, paper, and I say fountain pen. He disagrees and gets rather bitey about it.
What's this stuff?
Those are the pieces I need to play a game I'm inventing called Rock, Paper, Fountain Pen.
Yeah, why are we at the manatee mating grounds?
And overboard!
Good heavens, sir.
I think that's what's left of Dakava's ship. The Voodoo Lady's locket. It's stuck up there in that seaweed. But it looks like it survived another harrowing voyage through a giant manatee. Sometimes on my birthday, Elaine wears fishnets. This being the real world, I still can't touch anything. So this fishnet has to stay here. Come here, Locket. Clam!
Interesting. Calm down.
Looks like Dakava's helmet found its way out of the manatee in one piece. I wonder if Dakava was so lucky.
Up we go. Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
What are you doing out here?
Sailing, sir.
Sailing?
Well, rafting at least.
Why is there a monkey on your raft?
Actually, the raft belongs to the monkey, sir. LeChuck tried to convince your wife that right here was this creature's natural habitat. Between you and me, sir, I dare say that LeChuck wasn't trying to help these poor monkeys at all.
What happened to the narwhal?
After LeChuck knocked me off, he simply set it adrift at sea.
Weird.
That's all for now, Mr. Winslow.
Very good, sir.
So he just swam here? How did he get the rocks on board? I'm confused. What is going on? So I'm guessing there is a rip at the thief's place. He just hid it somewhere. Not sure how you would hide it, but... Oh.
Welcome back, friend.
Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
There's something,
Ooh, where? Why, I don't see anything over here.
How'd you manage to steal this?
Funny story. I was running a con on...
Wow!
Why, I don't see anything
Where
over
could he
here.
be hiding it?
Are you sure you meant behind me?
Wow! You
Actually... Why, I don't see anything over here. Are you sure you meant behind me?
No. Secret...
Maybe if I...
This is nice.
Oh. Why, I don't see anything over here.
I wonder what this would feel like in my pocket.
Are you sure you meant behind?
I guess I just won't be able to find it here.
Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
Pretty sure I killed Franklin,
Talk
by
to
the
you
way.
later.
Till next time, friend.
Whoopsies.
Good luck with the pilfering. I gotta go.
Come back soon, friend.
Alright. Where do I go? I could... I'm trying to get control of my body again. Don't know how to do that though. So... that's still a bit tricky. Wait, which item did I use? Pretty sure I had one more item. Or did I? I don't know anymore. I still haven't found Morgan. Where did Morgan go? Could be anywhere. I mean, probably not
Hi,
the
everyone. I'm back.
realm of the living, but
I be trying to concentrate here.
how did I teleport up there? Or is there another staircase over there? I guess there might be.
Penang. It's like grog for monkeys, and a leading cause of simian diabetes. A keg of grog. If not carefully stored, it'll go skunky. Not that anyone would taste the difference.
Yes, so much grog.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
Still don't know how to get him to aim at anything specific.
Yeah, quit that. You aren't scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
It's always the same one he hits.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick.
Maybe there's
I've
one
almost got
specific
my
face
stroke
that
back.
would make a difference.
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
Yeah, quit that.
No.
You aren't scary. You just screwed
It's
up my
always the same girl.
concentration.
The once screaming narwhal. Good night, Prince of the Deep.
It used to have fruit on it.
Hey, WP.
At least I
Hold
think it
on a
was
tick.
fruit.
I've almost got my stroke back.
So...
Talk to you later.
Can I pay him?
Pirates don't bribe. Or tip particularly well, for that matter.
Can I show him the picture?
Nah. Nope.
Let them smell the sock.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Which, coincidentally, is where this came from.
Well, that's kind of it. I use the Shred of Life with the corpse.
They can get their own life.
Well, this is their life, kind of.
No. Uh-uh. The bullseye hasn't seen any action in quite some time. A testament to Judge Grindstump's assassin-like focus.
That's my body. I need to somehow get back inside of it.
Can I stand directly under the barrel while it's being hit? I don't
Hey,
think so.
WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Talk to you later.
Think so. So there's 4 different options for each one and 3 different categories. So.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick.
Haven't
I've
done the math.
almost got my stroke back.
Kind of focused on other stuff, so can't
I'm a
really be
scary
bothered.
ghost.
Perfect.
Yeah! Quit that! You aren't scary! You just screwed up my concentration!
I think I'm going to turn hints back on again. Or maybe I'll just leave them on for the final one. We'll see. I can turn them back off again if I get sick of them.
I don't need to use the facilities right now.
Or ever. Unless ghosts still, well, have a digestive tract and drink water. I mean, I might be able to do a bunch of stuff at the bottom of the ocean. I just don't know how yet. Like, there's the clam. To get the medallion back to the surface. Because the medallion seems to be attached to, like, a plastic bag. And the clam opens and releases a giant air bubble. So, yeah, there would have to be a way to figure out the correct one. So, I think it might have been that one. So, how do I do this? Winslow did not even react at all. Alright.
It's a ghost, I can't touch it. Maybe I can find a way to get it up to Winslow.
The motion of my ocean isn't enough to jostle this seaweed.
So I need to find a way to jostle the seaweed more.
Hello?
Swim away! I'll zap you with this eel.
Anemone?
Guybrush?
Are you okay?
No, Spinner K has been destroyed.
Oh.
What are you doing in there?
What you should be doing, hiding from him.
Oh man, what did he do to you?
Nothing yet, thank Poseidon.
Look, I know Winslow can be a bit forward, if not a bit bawdy, but he's got a good heart.
No, not sweet Reggie, I mean LeChuck.
Oh, I see.
He destroyed Spinner K. The sails of his undead pirate ship are filled with the winds of the apocalypse.
Oh, that's not good. Look, come out and let's talk about this.
No, I'm too frightened.
I need your help out here.
For what?
Well, unfortunately, I'm currently a ghost, so I can't touch anything.
A ghost? How? What happened?
I'll give you one guess.
Killed by him! I'll stay in here, thank you, where it's safe.
Can I get you to come out?
No, I don't trust anyone. Well, maybe Reggie.
Wait, Winslow? That salty dog.
Despite our taxonomic differences, Winslow understands.
Huh. I wonder how that works, logistically.
But now I'll never see him again.
You and Winslow are you and Winslow?
I'd never assume he would have me as his life partner. but we have shared our love.
Whoa, too much information.
And now I'll never see him again.
Would you come out for Winslow?
I would venture out of the safety for a mere sign of my dear Reginald.
Well, he's up
Mere
there.
sign? A mer sign, perhaps? Huh? I'll go see what I can do. Winslow isn't too far away.
He's come to see me?
Sure.
I knew what we had was special.
I don't know if special is the word I'd use.
Where is my Reggie?
He's in a raft floating above us.
Then why doesn't he come down here and rescue me?
It's like 100 fathoms or something. He'd drown.
You're here.
I'm special?
I'm not certain special is the word I would use.
I'm not sure how to say this, but what was your relationship like?
It was a rare thing, like a perfectly formed pearl in the mouth of a clam.
Out of morbid curiosity, does he get into the water or do you shimmy up on land? Forget it. Forget it.
If you're so curious, you can find your own Vacalian. Not that any of us would have you.
Tempting, but I'll stick with my bipedal plunder bunny. You and Winslow were pretty hot and heavy, huh?
Weight is negligible underwater.
Huh. I think I'm grossed out.
I'm glad that was the end of those dialogue options.
You wanna come out and talk?
No.
It's not that scary out here.
I could be skewered by LeChuck's fiery harpoon at any second.
It's not that bad. I'll be back later.
Be careful.
I mean, I can't not click on those dialogue options. They're right there. So... what else am I supposed to do?
Up we go. Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Anemone is hiding in a cave below your raft.
What's this? My scale-clad steady is but a few leagues beneath my heart.
That's right.
Ask Anemone to swim to me. Swim to me, my sweetheart!
Well, the problem is LeChuck. Anemone's terrified and hiding out until all of this pirate apocalypse mongering blows over.
How tragic.
Your, fishy friend is holed up in the Leviathan's old cave and refuses to leave it.
Poor thing. Probably as frightened as a foul-hooked haddock.
Perhaps you could drop something down to Estemily? Something to show your, affection?
Capital idea! Perhaps a poem, a haiku even! I became a master of the haiku while working on the Sashimi Islands.
Whatever, as long as it sinks.
Don't you worry. While waiting for the currents to cooperate, I've been working on a game I've entitled Rock, Paper, Pen.
How's it played?
Well, paper beats rock, and then the player must shame the paper into defeat by filling it full of lewd phrases using the pen.
Nothing like a good shaming.
Anyway, I have all the materials I need to write my dear Anemone a haiku. May my sinking stone lift quivering spirits.
We'll see about that.
That's all for now, Mr. Winslow.
Very good, sir.
Such a long walk.
Are you still in there, Anemone?
As long as LeChuck is still alive, I'll be in here. Thank you.
I like his creative ways of pronouncing that name.
Anemone, Winslow dropped a note down to you. It's sitting right over there.
Mi amore.
There we go.
It's a love note.
I'll be back later.
Be careful.
Clam, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Foot. Oh, I'm sorry I made light of you not having 2 feet.
Is it gonna work? Pretty please? Pretty please? No? Oh, I need to leave again, I think. So. No. There. Perfect.
Holy clam bubbles! Locket saved!
I say, Captain Threepwood, my beloved has sent me a sign. I must prepare myself for our reunion. Mizzens, I haven't smelled this rotten since languishing in my own filth while doing my time in the hold of Captain Liverbottom's trader ship.
What's that?
Deodorant, Captain. Bought from the apothecary in Woodtick, I believe.
Winslow, the locket isn't a sign from Anemone. She loved your poem, but I sent that locket up here. I can't touch it, but it's the thing that's going to reunite my ghost with my body.
Oh, most important then.
Most?
Well, I'll hang it here as if it were our map. Remember our map, sir?
How could I forget?
Let this locket lead you back to your body, the way our map has led us to adventure.
So.
The Voodoo Lady's locket transfers spirits to bodies based on which way that little arrow button is pointing. I can't press it, though. But I bet Winslow wouldn't mind helping. Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Push that button.
Mr. Winslow, would you mind pushing the button on that locket for your old captain?
Certainly, sir.
Nothing happened. I should have possessed the Voodoo Lady. I guess no one's home on the other end. I think your poem was a hit.
Ah, it is an honor to think I may have brought a bit of peace to a frightened heart.
That's all for now, Mr. Winslow.
Very good, sir.
I think I know what to do.
I'll just cover up the Voodoo Lady. Voila!
There. Now push
Mr.
the
Winslow?
button.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Winslow, would you mind pushing the button on that locket for your old captain?
Certainly, sir.
Nice.
Ooh, I don't remember my body being this cold. Hey!
Ah! Great jumping gibbets! It's alive!
It ain't alive. It's some kind of voodoo zombie.
Quick, chop its head off!
What? Ooh, wait a second.
Don't worry, Your Honor. A good whomp in the choppers ought to take care of this one.
Bring it on, bug juice.
Ow.
Ouch! Are you all right, sir?
I think I just had the spirit knocked out of me.
Ah, yes, that would explain the girlish scream, sir.
Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
I keep getting kicked out of my body.
Perhaps you need a new perspective on the situation, sir. I always find it helps to leave for a while, then maybe come at the problem from a different point of view.
That's all for now, Mr. Winslow.
Very good, sir.
Okay. So, still can't go there. Let's see. Probably need to go back here. and talk to them about maybe not trying to murder my corpse. Or at least not knocking it out. And anything else I could do? We'll see. Maybe I can just scare them off. Still don't know where Morgan went.
Yo, Bug-Eye!
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Never mind. Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Talk to you later.
That's my body. I need to somehow get back inside of it.
The bullseye hasn't seen any action in quite some time. A testament to Judge Grindstump's assassin-like focus. Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
I guess I'll try the face
I'm
again.
a scary ghost.
And then see if that tells me anything about how I could possibly get him to do
Quit
something else.
that. You're scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
Hints? No? Okay. Guess not.
That's the blindfold I wore back when I had my first bar fight here. Although, technically, it was my pox-infested hand that did most of the fighting. Ah, good old Lefty. I hope he's happy, wherever he is. Yo, Bug-Eye!
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Never mind.
Maybe there's a way to get them to use the blindfold. I just don't know how.
I should take advantage of my ghostly form and scare the living while I still can.
Fine. So there is going to be a specific face that I need to do. Oh, I guess this would be it, kind of. So...
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
So, hooded. Monkey? That the one?
Yeah, quit that.
No.
You're scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
I mean, it looks like I did the right one.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
So it's definitely monkey, because none of the other ones look like that one. Definitely hooded. Don't think it's fish-eyed. Maybe cross-eyed?
Yeah, quit that. You're scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
Weird that I can't really look at it anymore. Maybe it's not the right one after all. Anything else that could, well, give me some
I'm
inspiration?
Murray, the demonic candelabra. Tremble before my wax-caked forehead. You know, I kind of miss that guy. Kinda.
It just
I
feels
should
like
take
it's
advantage of my ghostly form and
this
scare the
one.
living while I still can.
I know that much.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've
It's like the
almost
game
got
is telling
my
me to just
stroke
go
back.
through all the different ones and see which one works.
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
Alright, so hooded monkey. That one maybe?
Yeah, quit that. You aren't
Okay.
scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
Hey, WP. Ooh.
So I've tried that one, tried that one. I haven't tried that one. I think I've done that one though.
Yeah, quit
No.
that. You aren't scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
No clue what else could tell me which face to make. Unless any of them work. In which case, what am I supposed to do afterwards? No, I'm not. I was trying to base it off of this thing, but it didn't work.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my...
Ooh.
That's not it. No. No. Pretty sure it's hooded. But I guess I'll try that one. Is that it?
Yeah, quit that. You aren't scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
Can I use something on the dartboard?
I don't think so.
A sock?
I should. Nah. Nope.
Shard of life?
This is the last remnant of my corporeal self.
No.
I shouldn't monkey around with it.
Money?
No.
I mean, to be honest, I really want to be done with this game. It's been a while. So I am starting to get a bit tired of this game. Especially with how it doesn't really give you hints if the hint system is turned off. So the game just thinks you're either going to be able to read their mind or use hints. Which, well. Yeah, I am a bit stuck. Oh yes, obviously.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
I mean,
talk to you later.
Sure. It's not that I regret playing the game. It just takes ages. I mean, yeah. I haven't actually played the original Monkey Island in a while. So, you don't have to tell me. When I say a while, I mean, like, maybe 2 years now. There are no other games, just Monkey Island. Yeah, I can confirm the only games on Steam are all Monkey Island games. If you read the description close enough, you'll find out that every game you think is on there is either just an illusion or a Monkey Island game.
Winslow's deodorant. Luckily, my spiritual essence smells of lavender and honey.
I have no reason to torture them with this disgusting footwear.
Sure. If we want to do more polls, we can do more polls.
Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
Back for another round, zombie boy.
None of those options sound like they would work. I mean, I tried that one last time and it just got me knocked out. I mean, to kill you all, I mean, I could try that one. I surrender would probably get me knocked out. And I'm sure we can talk this out would definitely get me knocked out. So I think it's either 3 or 4. So... mean to kill you all?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. I mean to kill you all.
No.
Back so soon, sir?
Ooh, yeah. Maybe I should try a different approach. Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
Back for another round, zombie boy.
I surrender?
I surrender.
You do? Terrific! Off to jail with you. You there. I'll be back shortly. I'm taking this body to the jail.
Sure. The ladies come calling, I'll tell them that's where you went.
Oh, great. I'm in jail. Again.
Alright. So it was right that would be one of them. So... loose brick?
Hey, somebody stashed something behind this loose brick.
Gum?
It's a diary. Dear Diary. Well, I am in jail. Apparently, I misunderstood when the mer-person I met asked if I needed a lift. I assumed that meant I could ride him all the way into town. Anyway, I'm hiding you for now in case they search me. I don't want anyone knowing my personal inner thoughts. What else is in here? Dear Diary. I think that any moment now the manatees will start kissing. I hope I can slip out just as he slips the tongue. Ew. I think I've read enough.
Hey, I'm looking for gum. Well, why did you store your diary there?
Uh-oh. My body is starting to feel all numb and tingly. I wonder if that's a bad sign.
Nah, it's fine.
Uh-oh. Hey, what happened?
I don't know, sir. The locket sparked a couple of times, and before I could say sexy fish, you were back here.
Sexy fish?
It's an expression, sir. Something I picked up while on my tour of the exotic Limbo Islands.
So what you're saying is the effects of the locket are temporary?
That does appear to be the case, sir.
Well, that's just great. Mr. Winslow?
Yes,
Well,
sir?
you just used the expression. So...
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
Hey, how'd my body get back here?
We came to check on you and found it just laying around. We figured you were dead again, so we just put you back here.
But it looks like you're acting up again. Ready for another round, zombie boy?
Uh-huh.
I surrender.
You do? Terrific! Off to jail with you.
Again.
You there. I'll be back shortly. I'm taking this body to the jail.
Sure. The ladies come calling, I'll tell them that's where you went.
So, gum.
Is that some kind of poster in there? I can't quite see it from here.
Ew, gross. That other windowsill is covered with chewed gum.
So how do I get the chewed gum? Can I use the hook to get it?
I'm not grabbing that with my hook. It'll tarnish it. Whoa, that is one big wad of gum stuck up there.
So... Wait, how do I have the menu again? What?
The Feast of the Senses. I used this to embiggen La Esponja Grande, and now look at all the trouble it's caused.
Weird. How do I have the ring back? Oh, no, it's his body, so that's his inventory. Makes sense. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Uh-oh. I feel a depossession coming on.
Dang it.
Ew, gross. That other windowsill is covered with chewed gum. Uh-oh. I'm losing possession of my body again.
Welcome back, sir.
Would be nice if they could just put me in the other cell. But I don't know how I'm going to get that to happen. I don't think I can send someone else to jail. Well, I don't know yet. But, well, quite possibly. Since I don't really know where to start. I don't think I'm going to get any new dialogue options. I still don't know which face to make to... oh. Actually make any progress? The location where I need to do stuff? Sure. Okay.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Talk to you later. Guybrush Threepwood. Mighty...
So... I'll need to somehow scare him. Probably. Still don't know what face to make.
Is that a regular-sized manatee or a baby giant manatee? The once screaming narwhal. Good night, Prince of the Deep. Yo, Bug-Eye!
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
Never mind. Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Please stop throwing darts at me.
What do you care? You're dead.
But I need my body. I'm not done with it.
Sorry. Just be grateful that I'm not a very good shot.
Gee, thanks.
Talk to you later.
So... what could I do? I can't pay him.
Pirates don't bribe. Or tip particularly well, for that matter.
Maybe I can do something with the monkey?
That Bug-Eye still gets on my nerves. I'd love to get some dirt on him to really make him mad.
Okay. Well, fine.
Yo, Bug-Eye!
What do you want, Pipsqueak?
I guess I haven't gone
You
through
gotta
that
tell me how you
dialogue
got out of the
option.
manatee and ended up on Flotsam.
What part of don't want to talk about it didn't you understand?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Perhaps you waited around until the mating ritual, made your way to the tongue, and escaped when the manatee went in for the kiss.
Hey, who told you that? That's private information.
And once free from the manatee, you...
Fine.
befriended a mer person who you ended up riding all the way to the shores of Flotsam.
That's impossible! No one knows about that!
Look at me! I'm Bug-Eye. I like to get in on manatee makeout sessions and ride merfolk around.
Are you mocking me, boy?
Yes. Okay, so I'll need to take notes again. Okay, I'll just use this piece of paper. He's doing... that one, I think? Yeah. So. So. Well, I guess I can mock him. Sure.
Arr! Does it look like I'm mocking you? I'm Big Bad Bug-Eye. I keep a girly diary. I wish I had hair so I could put it up in curls.
Let's just see how that face looks with my fist shoved in it.
All right, that's enough. I think you need some time to calm down, lad. It's off to the drunk tank for you.
Yay.
And you, don't slime up the place while I'm gone.
Slime up the place?
I'll just leave him there until he cools off.
Alright. So, gonna try this again. Hopefully this time it's actually going to work, but we'll see. So...
Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Push the button.
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
I'm back!
Hold your ground or I'll take you down myself! Ghosts are one thing, but I really hate zombies!
I surrender.
I surrender.
You do? Terrific! Off to jail with you!
The other jail cell?
Bug Eye. We're
Nice.
neighbors.
Shut your cheese hole, zombie boy. You're the reason I'm in here, you know.
All right, all right. I'll keep it down.
So,
Okay. I can't believe I'm actually about to do this.
numb.
Ugh. Disgusting. It tastes like earwax. Nope, that didn't do anything. Guess that wasn't the spirit gum.
The other? Nope.
This isn't spirit gum. This tastes like cat litter. This stalactite of gum looks pretty fresh. Dust, spit, and just a hint of lavender. Otherwise, it's completely tasteless. Hey, look at that! A gaping round hole in the wall. The voodoo lady must have escaped through this. Convenient. Ah, sweet Lady Freedom. Uh-oh.
Dang it.
Welcome back, sir.
Can't touch anything, let alone press a button as a spirit.
Oopsies.
Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
Hope that's still gonna work. Is Bug Eye back already?
Back!
Hold your
No.
ground or I'll take you down myself! Ghosts are one thing, but I really hate zombies!
I surrender.
You do? Terrific! Off to jail with you!
Come on. So... Monk?
Free Guybrush Threepwood! Free Guybrush Threepwood! No new taxes! Down with porcelain!
Hey, lay off the banging or I'm gonna shove that mug up your blowhole.
Free Guybrush Threepwood! Free Guybrush Threepwood! Oh, this just isn't the same.
Uh-oh. My body is starting
Dang
to
it.
feel all numb and tingly. I wonder if that's a bad sign.
More of that
No
gum?
thanks. It's completely flavorless and not spirit gum. Oh, and it's already been in someone else's mouth. Uh-oh.
Welcome back, sir.
You know, every time I pass out in the jail, they haul my body back to the bar and redecorate it. You think I should go back as a ghost and check on my body? Yeah. Who knows what strange party favors they'll dress my body up in next. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Winslow.
Certainly, sir.
Oh, what now? They actually put him a different set of clothes? I haven't noticed that.
Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Guess I'll check.
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
I'm back!
Hold your ground or I'll take you down myself! Ghosts are one thing, but I really hate zombies!
I I surrender.
You do? Terrific! Off to jail with you!
Ugh, bile and squid ink. This certainly isn't spirit gum. Ah! This one had a tooth in it! I'm never gonna find the spirit gum this way. Mmm, sour milk. That's a taste that's gonna linger. Ah! Turkey and mashed potatoes? Delicious. In gum form? Not so much. I think this is chocolate and pickle flavored. Pooh.
Yeah, I should probably try and figure out which one it is. So, crusty sock?
I don't think so.
No. The map thing?
Nah.
Shred of life?
This is the last remnant of my
No.
corporeal self. I shouldn't monkey around with it. A perfectly good mug. Rotten clam flavor. No spirit gum here. Blueberry. I don't care for blueberry. And it's not the spirit gum. Ugh. Bile and squid ink.
Fine.
This
So now we're
certainly isn't
looping.
Spirit gum.
Oh, right, the... Fine. Fine, now I know. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm supposed to do.
Uh-oh. I feel a depossession coming on.
So, now that I'm holding the mug,
I'm losing possession of my body again.
I can go get,
Welcome back, sir.
I'm going to throw darts at the barrel again to fill up the mug, to then take the mug to jail, to then use the mug on the gum. That's very silly, but it's probably gonna work. Could have just, like, used the glass on it. No, had to be the mug. I mean, I was trying to put the glass jar near the corpse to do that, like, an hour ago. But hey. Better late than never. True.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
Ooh, I'm a scary ghost.
Yeah, quit that. You aren't scary. You just screwed up my concentration.
Alright. That should fix it. mean, I guess we might see Murray in this game at some point. We'll see. True. I did do that. I think accidents happen. Accidents.
Mr. Winslow?
Yes, sir?
Would you mind pressing the button again?
Certainly, sir.
I'm back!
Hold your ground or I'll take you down myself! Ghosts are one thing, but I really hate zombies!
I surrender.
You do? Terrific! Off to jail with you!
Alright.
Let's see how Spirit Gum reacts to a little root beer. Ooh, that brings back unpleasant memories. Oh. Hey, now this is delicious. And tingly. And...
Hey, keep it down over there.
Whoa. Now that is Spirit Gum.
Yay, I'm free. Kind of.
Alright, corpsey body. Let's go get that Cutlass of Cthulhu, save Elaine, and take down LeChuck once and for all.
Hey, don't you leave me here. Come on, at least give me some gum.
Haha! I'm back, LeChuck! Now that I have my root beer proof and only slightly rotting body again, I can touch anything I want. So get ready to be touched. To death! Sharp, pointy death. Finally! Ouch! How piece you that stings!
Do you think I'm some kind of dolt, Threepwood?
Yes.
Dolt?
This sword now has enough demonic power in it to bring down a god. Did you think we'd let you get your mortal hands on it?
Seriously, who uses the word dolt anymore?
With just one swipe, that sword could completely obliterate your body.
I do wish you hadn't made such a pest of yourself. I wanted you alive to see me marry Elaine.
I've told you 1,000,000 times, LeChuck. I'm already married
Till death do you part, Threepwood. And that part has already been taken care of.
He has a
Elaine,
point.
my dear, please dispose of this irritating corpse.
With pleasure.
Elaine, sweetie, stop! It's me!
What?
Nice.
Good news, sir! I found the map!
Mr. Winslow!
How dare you! I have a wedding ceremony to plan, a dress to pick out, a reception to arrange, and some bridesmaids to slaughter. I don't have time for this. I'm more powerful now than I could have ever been as a lowly governor or a pitiful pirate.
Stupid sponge. I liked you better when you were smaller. Smaller. I've got to shrink that sponge.
This is marvelous. You really think you still have a chance? Go ahead, give it your best shot. I'll even give you a head start. Just know this. There is nowhere you can go where I cannot find you.
Interesting.
Listen up, Sponge. It's time you lost some weight. I still have my Feast of the Senses spell in my body. I just need to find someone who can help me reverse it. La Esponja Grande is sucking up the voodoo energy from the crossroads and transferring it to LeChuck. Maybe I can just push it. Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work. What else could I do with it?
It's the Feast of the Senses spell I once used to make La Esponja Grande big. I need to find someone who can help me reverse the spell.
Alright. I mean, we're making progress. Wait, something wrong with the music? What do you mean? It's fine on my end.
Hi, Caleb.
Oh, hello again.
How did you say I could close the rips in the crossroads?
If you sacrifice your last shred of life in the
Dunno.
main tear, that should do it. But like I said, then you'd be stuck on this side for good, and LeChuck would be free to do what he wants on the other.
Can you help me reverse this spell? You said you were a connoisseur of the occult, right?
Feast of the Senses. Trying to watch your figure, eh, Porky?
What? No, it's not for me, obviously. It's for...
Don't worry, Carnivorous Wood.
Oh, come on. That doesn't even sound like Threepwood.
Losing weight is easy if you follow a strict diet. Here, try this.
No, I don't need a diet. Never mind. Diet of the senses. Like a sponge, you are bloated in your hips and thighs. Block out the sight with a cover for your eyes. The smallest mouth
Blindfold?
snacks on a tiny whispered word. A sound so petite it is barely heard. A
Guybrush
light
Threepwood?
touch for an appetizer.
The parrot.
Stay true and thrive. A delicate feather plucked from a bird half alive.
Don't know that one.
Your sixth sense is bloated with fates not yet dealt. You'll find that a secret will help tighten your belt. Fight the smell of the after-dinner treat. Eliminate odor and the urge to eat. To keep off the weight, you need food with no flavor. Find a taste so bland there's nothing to savor.
Okay. So... I should be able to basically go anywhere now. So I should be able to go through doors again. Which is exciting. So... Actually, I do think I want to stay here. For now. Because I need the deodorant.
Winslow's game props. I guess he gave up on it. Old Brute, the pirate alternative to bathing. This might help stave off that fresh corpse smell I'm starting to notice.
Well, probably not so fresh anymore. It's been a while.
Whoa!
Actually, is the medallion still there? Nope.
A fishnet woven of the finest meshes.
Okay, got that. Helmet.
Looks like Dakava's helmet found its way out of the manatee in one piece. I wonder if Dakava was so lucky.
Can't take the helmet?
Looks like Dakava's helmet.
I guess not.
Hello? I just thought you'd like to know that Van Winslow is leading an attack on LeChuck as we speak.
Oh, so valiant. I await his triumphant return.
I'm trying to put together a voodoo spell to...
You get away from me with that voodoo stuff. What if LeChuck can sense it and it leads him right here?
I don't think it works that way.
Well, I'm playing it safe anyway.
What did Winslow's note say?
It was a lovely haiku. That man can say so much with such few words.
I've always found him a bit long-winded.
Only in his ability to hold his breath.
Ugh. I'll be back later.
Be careful.
Alright. So I've got
Up we
2
go.
items already. What else do I need? Probably something over here? Oh.
Treepwood.
Whoa, Nelly. Spirit binding must be messing with my head.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Guybrush.
You can do that too?
I'm sorry, but I must still conceal my whereabouts and communicate through the vessels of nature's works.
You picked a dead seagull?
A perfect place to go unnoticed.
I can't help but think the advantages of flight could be more useful. What the heck am I, anyway? I feel one step removed from a zombie.
You are no stranger to the reanimation of corpses. You are now familiar with the form that LeChuck has known so well.
So, you're saying I'm a zombie?
Defining such states is folly in the realm of voodoo.
I'm a zombie.
If you insist.
Is there anything else I should know about being a zombie? Are you flush with zombie advice?
Your true form is not lost.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
But such powerful reanimation is outside of the realm of voodoo. It requires something much more rare.
A 4-headed monkey?
But I'm afraid I don't know either. The spirit must be compelled to reconstitute itself. That is all I can share.
I'm sure you've heard by now, but Elaine is a demon bride of LeChuck.
Your wife's ways are her own, her fate compelled by unknown forces.
Yeah, she's a bit of a loose cannon.
For once, I agree with you, Treepwood.
Aside from joining my archenemy, I generally appreciate the sass.
Be careful, Guybrush. You must make your own choices, for Elaine does not trust in the ways of voodoo.
Ever since LeChuck got a hold of your diary, he's really had it in for you.
The dead pirate LeChuck is not one for nuances. You know this, Guybrush.
Back on Flotsam, though, he seemed pretty convinced you were evil.
What else happened back on Flotsam? Did he not slaughter you and your friend Morgan Le Fay in cold blood? LeChuck is mad as usual. I do not blame him for his anger towards me, or towards you. It is expected and beyond his control.
You're saying LeChuck is just being LeChuck?
Yes.
She has a point.
Your ways of voodoo have really done a number on me lately.
The ebb and flow of the tides of our suffering cannot be controlled.
Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to chap your hide?
I am not your enemy, Treepwood. In fact, I have most likely saved you from yourself.
Right. Tell that to my shambling mess of a body here. I have a semi-voodoo related question. How come when I opened the crossroads, I could pass through, but Morgan couldn't?
Maybe you still have some connection to the physical world that you are clinging to.
You mean my shred of life? Then that means LeChuck kept a shred of life when he died too.
Perhaps. Who is to say if the shred was his own?
All right, I can't keep wasting time. Elaine isn't getting any less demonic.
The sponge, Guybrush. If you can find a way to return it to its
Yeah, I'm
small,
working
immature
on
state,
it.
LeChuck's hold on Elaine will be lifted.
Yeah, well, that's about all the dead waterfowl convo I can handle.
As you wish.
Yuck.
Oh, what a surprise. It's locked. Looks like somebody was on their way to a LeChuck dress-up contest.
Tripwad!
Yeah, stop doing that!
In there, you will find some of the things that allowed LeChuck to get so close to your beloved Elaine.
What? I don't think I want to look in there anymore.
LeChuck's human form was most impressive, but we can all use the help of voodoo from time to time.
I think I'm set in the voodoo department.
If it's trust you seek, LeChuck's belt should do nicely.
Don't you find it strange that LeChuck left this stuff out here in the open?
Yeah.
I think he'd want to get rid of it.
LeChuck is careless.
Is
the
he
dead
though?
bird is not helping me trust her more.
It definitely seemed like he was trying to get rid of it for a reason.
Wakey, wakey, Seagull. I need more info. Hello? Anyone in there?
No? No, there. Fine. So I can't get any more info.
Well, that's about all the dead waterfowl convo I can handle.
As you wish.
So... other locations. The bar, of course? So I'll head there. Oh right, I still need the secret.
Welcome back, friend.
Excuse me.
What is it, friend?
I need stuff to shrink a giant voodoo sponge. Have you seen any of these ingredients?
Well, I do have this old secret lying around here somewhere.
What kind of secret?
Shh.
What?
It's a secret.
There's something,
Ooh, where?
No.
Well, I don't
Secrets
see
aren't meant to be
anything over
stolen.
here.
So how am I supposed to
Are
get
you
the
sure you
secret?
meant behind me?
Can I catch the
Maybe
secret?
if I try squinting.
Oh, maybe I can catch the tiny Guybrush parrots.
Okay, I'm going to keep looking for just a little bit longer.
I think that might be it.
Good luck with the pilfering.
So.
I gotta go.
Come back soon.
That makes
friend.
sense.
Okay, I guess this is the only treasure I'm gonna get. Stupid cursed whispery parrot. Aha! Now I gotcha, tiny little parrots. Oh, they're like tiny annoying golden mosquitoes.
Perfect.
Sorry, guys. I need to keep you in a more contained space than my jacket pockets.
Alright. So...
Diet of the senses.
Blindfold, which I don't have yet. I've got sound. Don't have touch. I've got the belt. Got the smell. Don't know about the taste. Oh, and secret was in there somewhere.
Diet of the senses. Like a sponge, you are bloated in your hips and thighs. Block out the
There,
sight with a
secret.
cover for your eyes. The smallest mouth snacks on a tiny whispered word. A sound so petite it is barely heard.
Fine. Secret
A light touch
to-
for an appetizer. Stay true and thrive. A delicate feather plucked from a bird half alive. Your sixth sense is bloated with fates not yet dealt. You'll find that a secret will help tighten your belt. Fight the smell of the after-dinner treat. Eliminate odor and the urge to eat. To keep off the weight, you need food with no flavor. Find a taste so bland there's nothing to savor.
I think bird half alive means the seagull. I just don't know how I'm going to get the feather.
Voodoo lady? I'm having a hard time getting over this dead seagull thing.
You must realize that oftentimes in life, it is not where the message comes from, but the message itself.
But it's gross. Why should I believe any of this?
Oh,
Fine,
there's a feather
you
on the
don't
ground, I
have
think.
to. I'll be going then.
Whoa, whoa. You don't have to go.
I have said all I can at this time. Good luck, Guybrush. Do not let the forces of ill will or the ignorance of others knock you from your path.
Wait! I believe you! Ah, man.
There.
A feather. A tiny touch. Gross.
Alright. So.
Diet of the senses.
So, I know where the blindfold is. Got that. Got that. Don't have that one. Got that. Don't have that one. So, I need to get the blindfold, the secret, and more gum? Possibly? So, sword fight. Still don't see Morgan up there.
Ooh. Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
I need to shrink La Esponja Grande with this voodoo spell. Seen any of these items around?
I outgrew scavenger hunts long ago.
And normal-sized pants, apparently.
Hey, I have a smashing idea. You're in a bar that's literally built out of random sea flotsam. Maybe you should take a look around.
Talk to you later.
There. Blindfold.
How come there's only one of these? I thought all probationary members had to wear blindfolds.
Probationary members? There are no probationary members here.
But your bouncer said...
Oh, that rock rib. Always good for a laugh.
Alright then.
Hey, WP.
Hold on a tick. I've almost got my stroke back.
I surrender?
I surrender. Take me to jail.
For what?
For kidnapping my own body.
Good enough. Let's go.
A taste so bland there is nothing to savor. This ABC gum should fit the bill.
Nice.
I guess I'll head back to the bar.
Wait, what? What's going on over here?
How about a towel, sir?
Thanks. Back in my regular digs, only slightly worse for wear, considering.
Interesting. Alright. I don't want to know. So I think now I'm just missing the secret.
Diet of the senses.
Got
Like a
sight,
sponge,
got
you are
sound,
bloated in
got
your
touch,
hips and thighs.
got
Block out the
smell,
sight
got
with a cover.
taste.
The smallest, a light, your
So-
fight the smell to keep.
A secret. But how do I get the secret?
Welcome back, friend.
I'm not grabbing that with my hook. It'll tarnish it. No way am I doing anything with this ring. Elaine would kill me if anything happened to it.
Well. Elaine has kind of been trying to kill him, so there's that.
That doesn't need to be charmed.
Can I charm him?
Take a look at this.
Nice find, friend. Did you steal that yourself?
I did. I snatched it right off LeChuck's belt.
I trust that you did.
Yeah? What if I told you that I stole this from a three-headed mermaid who had come here from the future riding a giant space turtle?
I trust you, friend. If you say it's true, then I believe you.
Nice secret you've got there. Care to share it with me?
Normally I wouldn't trust a thief like yourself, but there is just something about you.
Oh, that's just the enchanted voodoo charm talking.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Nice.
Good luck with the pilfering. I gotta go.
Got everything.
Come back soon, friend.
So,
That pirate thief stole my voodoo trust charm. He's good. Diet of the
So-
senses.
sight is first.
Like a sponge, you are bloated in your hips and thighs. Block out the sight with a cover for your eyes. This blindfold ought to do the trick.
Okay.
Diet of the senses.
Sound.
A light, your fight to keep.
Then touch. Sound.
The smallest mouth snacks on a tiny whispered word. A sound so petite it is barely heard. Bon voyage, my barely audible buddies.
Thanks for the read. How you doing? And what were you streaming? So, touch is the next one, I think?
A light touch for an appetizer, stay true and thrive. A delicate feather plucked from a bird half alive.
We're currently trying to shrink a giant voodoo sponge, so. Yes, it's weird. Definitely. Very weird.
Your sixth sense is bloated with
But it's
fates
the end of the
not
game,
yet
so,
dealt.
like.
You'll find that a secret will help tighten your belt. One sponge shrinking
Thanks for
secret
bits.
coming up.
Like. cable was doing its own thing over here. I have not heard of that. But I have heard of the GameCube.
Diet of the senses.
So, smell and taste.
Fight the smell of the after-dinner treat. Eliminate odor and the urge to eat. Fights odor and wetness for the active pirate. And sponges.
Okay. And taste.
To keep off the weight, you need food with no flavor. Find a taste so bland there's nothing to savor. Here you go, sponge. Chew on this for a while. Uh-oh. I hope that's not an indigestion.
Yeah. What? Okay. I guess it's in the ocean.
Ah, don't you think what you did can't be undone? Elaine will be my demon bride, come hell or high water.
Guybrush, how?
The voodoo lady. She brought me back.
The voodoo lady? Think of all the peril that woman has put you in. You've been blindly led around by her for so long, Guybrush.
But without her...
Attack, my fishy friends!
My fishy friends. It's one way to refer to them.
Hit him with the old backward sea slug!
Ah, enough of this.
They do have some good aim.
This be going on far too long. Elaine is mine, my demon bride, to make me a kingly breakfast each morning, to see to it that my fortress of evil is kept tidy in case we have guests over to torture, to patch up all my worn-out, tattered socks, and...
Pretty sure she gets a say in that.
That's my Laney Poo.
You're right, sweetie. He doesn't give you much to work with, does he? Uh-oh.
Excuse us a moment, Guybrush. The wifey and I need to have a little private talk.
Wow!
Whee!
A futile, if admirably treacherous gesture, my buttercup. Even without La Esponja's help, I've already sucked up so much power that I can simply step into the crossroads and take as much voodoo energy as I desire. You see, you can temporarily destroy my body, Elaine, but you cannot damage my spirit. Oh, my spirit!
That, you big, ugly, undead, voodoo-stealing, bunchback toad!
Oh,
nice.
Morgan? What are you doing here? And where did you get that sword?
Look, we can kill LeChuck, but we have to find a way to take him on in both the physical and the spiritual plane at the same time!
Do what now?
Look out!
Ow.
I'll be back for you, lass.
Seems like she's counting on it.
LeChuck!
Think of all the times you tried to destroy me.
To be fair... Oh. Ow.
All that pain, all that suffering. Now just imagine what I'm gonna do to you, Slurrypod.
Apparently, he's gonna punch Guybrush. Nice one. So, how do I take him on from up here? Is the portal still in reach? Oh, really?
LeChuck,
Whoopsies.
You've kidnapped Elaine. You've strung me up in lane traps, zapped me with a voodoo doll. You've tried to force me to be your undead slave, but never tried to kill me so brazenly.
Which is the greatest mistake I ever made. What? Mind the drop.
Ow. I mean,
Elaine is doing a better job with that skeleton army than I'm doing with LeChuck.
Is that a turtle?
Stupid undead minions. You shouldn't have gotten on Elaine's bad side. Ooh.
You always wanted to be a pirate, isn't that right?
Oh, or a fireman. Or an astronaut. You know.
You're not a real pirate until you've had the plunder and pleasure of being keel-hauled on this ship. Many a crewman has seen the underside of this ship, but none were as sniveling and sorry as you.
Great. That's lovely. Wait. They're just hanging out. Alright.
Did we enjoy our little swim?
How do you even get a rope all the way around a ship?
You look
Why did it get in the way?
Swabby. Perhaps you ought to rest a spell. Off to your quarters.
Ow. Nope. No resting allowed. Well, the rope was all the way around, which is how LeChuck pulled him around the ship.
It's so cute watching my dear Elaine swing that sword like she knows what she's
Having
doing.
the rope tied
It
like
occurred
that,
to
which
you
is
that I know more about that
have it be a
cursed
giant
cutlass
barrier
than
in the middle
all
of the
these
ship.
barnacle brains.
I guess they could tie it to the railing on the sides. Still, it just seems inconvenient. So... Wait. Something I can do with a sail?
A sail filled with the ill winds of... Oh, forget it. All this getting punched in the face is leaving me feeling unmetaphoric.
Can I jump down
Always
onto the
wanted to
sail?
try this. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty Ooh!
Ow.
Oh. Ow.
Guybrush Threepwood, mighty ow.
A bunch of barrels containing God knows what. They're locked up tight.
Away from limited vintages of grog. We'll crack open the finest over your shriveled corpse.
No use. My hook won't fit in this lock.
Dang it. Thanks a follow. No, can't walk. Whee! Goldfish is doing fine. Oh, keys. Nice. Didn't notice they had keys. Whoa! Ow. He's feeling peachy today.
There's a part of me that imagines LeChuck's cabin with pastel walls. Lanykins!
Creepy! Light the cannon?
I'll light the cannon!
Yes, dear!
Anything else?
Guybrush!
Oh. Are you okay?
You okay?
I feel fine. I'm sorry, Guybrush. LeChuck will kill you.
Oh, really?
I'll be alright.
What did that do?
It's down to the wheelhouse.
Okay.
Try
Ow.
to fly away, little peepwood.
Peepwood? Where am I? Oh, there's the
When I
whip.
get back into the crossroads, at least LeChuck won't have as much sea-hardened ship to smash me into.
So...
You know what's so great about this?
Ah! We're both getting our cardio in for the day?
The simplicity. It's just you, me, my ship.
Elaine!
And no voodoo lady. By Blackbeard's boots, I hate that woman. Now I think it's time for you to swab the deck.
Ow. Again. Still need to get those keys. So, could be worse. Okay. They're just... use it to close the cabin back up.
Morgan, Guybrush?
What?
That sultry sea minx had it for Threepwood. Her corsair sailed for only him. A pity I had to kill her. But now they can kindle their love in hell.
So... that way... No? Can't go down the sail. Fine. I'll try and go over there again. What's a lie?
It's a giant demonic cannon of doom that would be just big enough for me to hide in.
How do I get down there? Oh, I'm gonna hide in the cannon and then get shot into the portal. Makes sense. I don't know how to get to the cannon.
LeChuck's always had sort of a gaudy, overcompensating sense of decor. That's not gonna work. Nah.
Where do I put it? This part really takes a while.
Why are you doing this? I'm tired of putting up with you.
Definitely
and
boredom.
I just love the sound you make when you hit the deck.
LeChuck just needs a new hobby.
Wonder Bunny!
Pickaroonie!
I think so.
A little help here?
I'm on it, sweetie.
Elaine!
Guybrush!
I didn't know zombies could hurt like this.
I don't think you're technically a zombie, darling.
Oh! Ow!
Well, it's probably close enough
Considering
there.
their buoyancy, bones are not an altogether bad choice for shipbuilding material. Plus, they're terrifying.
Keel hauling is no laughing matter.
Can I use the rope? No.
Would you mind inspecting me hull for me?
Oh, it's full of holes. We should really take her into port. Get a nice mug of grog. Talk about the good old days.
I think today will become my good old days.
Hope we can get the keys this time.
Stop it, you monstrous maggot mating ground!
Elaine, not even you and your flimsy sword can stop me now.
Watch me try. Ugh.
Ow. Keys, please. There we go. Nice. Ow.
Not done with you.
Whoa!
He's fine. Where do I put the broken door? Really not the calendar? Whatever. I'll have to put it somewhere. Whatever. I'm gonna get thrown around again. Of course.
It's so cute, watching my dear Elaine swing that sword like she knows what she's doing. Did it ever occur to you that I know more about that cursed cutlass than all of ye barnacle brains? Ah!
Okay. So I do need to get back down there to get to the grog. So I'll just look around. There he is.
Come here.
What?
Alright. Unlock the gate. Nice.
Quit making a mess. I'm gonna swab my deck with your scraggly excuse for a beard.
Lanykins!
3P. Why is that a dialogue option?
Is it weird that I thought you were a little sexy when you were all hotched up?
What?
I mean, does that mean I'm secretly a little attracted to LeChuck?
Focus! Sweetie.
Elaine!
Guybrush!
You sure you have no lasting demon after effects?
Just the burning desire to kill LeChuck.
That's my girl.
I mean, if they give me dialogue options like that, I have to check what they do. I don't make the rules.
Whoa!
Wait a second, I could lift the door onto the barrel. And have it be a catapult, kind of. Yeah.
Ah, a seesaw. Let's see.
Yes, very funny.
It's so cute, watching my dear Elaine swing that sword like she knows what she's doing. Did it ever occur to you that I know more about that cursed cutlass than all of ye barnacle brains? Ah!
Wing. Hello, how you doing? I think I'm making progress, so that's pretty exciting. So, how do I get down there? Except getting thrown there. Fair enough.
Come here.
What? Oh!
Can I stand on there now?
A seesaw. Let's see.
No. Maybe I don't need to stand on there. Maybe there's something else I'm supposed to do with it. So, going over that way. Anything over here? Except looking at the cannon.
I can get back into the crossroads. At least LeChuck won't have as much sea-hardened ship to smash me into. so high up. Oh, my acrobatic skills are waning. It's a giant demonic cannon of doom that would be just big enough for me to hide in. Oh, it's so high up. Oh, my acrobatic skills are waning.
How I can't wait for you to give up.
I'm guessing I
and
might
just
need the
go
seesaw to get
away.
into the cannon. But how do I use the seesaw?
There's a part of me that imagines LeChuck's cabin with pastel walls. Wonder Bunny!
Pickaroony!
I'm gonna try to lure LeChuck into the crossroads again. So, if he kills me again, you've got this covered, right?
No problem, babe.
Elaine!
Guybrush!
Oh, we can stop LeChuck, but we have to do it when he's crossing between worlds. I'll try to lure him across. You stab him with the cutlass.
I'll fight tooth and nail for you, Guybrush.
Okay.
Wonder Bunny!
Pickaroony!
Whatever happens, you've got to stop LeChuck while he's between worlds. Promise me you won't give up and become his bride again.
Don't talk like that. I love you.
Promise me!
I promise.
Look how pathetic
This
you
time he
are,
jumped on the
sending in your wife
seesaw.
to rough me up. She tricked me and got the cutlass of Kaflu, but I know better than to get cornered again by that miserable blade.
Okay. So... over that way. Again.
LeChuck's cannon points right at the rip in the crossroads.
Uh-huh.
It's a giant demonic cannon of doom that would be just big enough for me to hide in.
Well, I can't jump down, so... at least I don't think so.
How
There we
I
go.
can't wait for you to give up and just go away.
I'm working on it. I don't really have an Instagram account. Why?
Ladykins!
Creepy!
So...
Oh, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. And my spleen.
You think that's bad? Try being engaged to him. He
I have a
wanted
Twitter
pineapple
account.
wedding cake with chocolate fondant icing.
What a jerk. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Still got your ring?
I still got your ring.
Thank goodness!
Elaine!
Guybrush!
Light the cannon?
Like the cannon again!
I'm on it, sweetie.
A seesaw. Let's see.
Come on! Actually use... Yes! Finally. Finally. That took way too long. Nice reference.
Guybrush! Oh my god, you look terrible!
Oh, he's meant to look that way.
Giving me a bit of the business.
We need to trap him, Guybrush!
Oh, you two can get cozy together when I'm done giving Threepwood his painful and permanent farewell into the afterlife. Ow! Arr!
Dang it. So... There?
Guybrush, what are you doing?
Giving up his shred of life?
The only way.
What?
Nice.
Guybrush!
Is it over? Hello? Did we win? I guess we did.
Okay then. Well, now what? I don't think he's
the center of
feeling
the crossroads. Guess
so
I'm
well.
stuck here for good now.
The boat is gone. Nice. True that.
Courage, anchor, direction, sacrifice. Place these things in a ring at the center of the crossroads. Ah,
Clever.
wow! What a rush! Hey, my hand is back!
Wait, what?
Oh.
Guybrush! Oh, it's about time.
It is? Wait, you were expecting me? But I was dead. Is that why you gave me—
You should know enough to trust me by now, Guybrush Threepwood.
What?
You asked LeChuck to make you a demon bride.
How did you know I would be able to bring you back from that?
After all these years and all of our
That was a
adventures,
very
two
roundabout
things
plan.
are certain. That I always have a plan, and that Guybrush Threepwood will always come for me when I need him most.
Yeah, I still like that dress. It's an awesome dress. So...
That was your master plan? You have more faith in me than I thought.
Well, the important thing
And
now
she's slightly
is that
insane.
LeChuck is gone. For good this time.
And you are finally free from whatever fate was planned for you and LeChuck.
And that's what this whole Esponja Grande thing has been about, huh?
Actually, it's pronounced Esponja with an H sound at the end.
Really? But we've all been saying Esponja.
Yes, I know, it's been bothering me this whole time. I'm just telling you because I don't want you to look silly.
You're gonna get it for that.
Did people complain about it in the reviews or something? Because that seems like the kind of thing that a company would do after people complain about it. Well, I don't think there was a next game, so... Yeah. I think we've actually made it through the game. Yes, that was the final part. Thanks for bits. Well, I don't know. So... Yeah, maybe there's gonna be a new one at some point. I mean, I guess Disney would own the rights now, so... Maybe if they feel like they should get into gaming, they could make another one. Or, well, get more into gaming, I guess. Wait. Oh, what? Oh, just a flag. Alright. I thought there was stuff going on, but no, just a flag. And credits, because why not? Yeah, I mean, of course they are. Would be silly to not leave it open for another one. Kind of like the art style of the sketches. Don't want to say that I like the art style of the sketches more than the art style of the game, but, well. I just like the 2D cartoony type look more. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, as we've been talking about, there is going to be a new poll. I'll probably set it up today. So, poll should probably be from like today till like at some point on Friday. So, at least 12 hours before the Saturday stream starts. Fair enough. You don't have to join the poll. And, the poll is probably going to be a straw poll. Because that way people can join even if they can't watch the stream live or they had to leave early. So, it's kind of why I like straw polls. So, yeah. I do know that some people are watching my VODs at a later date sometimes. Because time zones and such. How are the credits still going? I do like the sketches. Are we going to see Mary again? Well, I guess not here. Or maybe all the way at the end. It's definitely a possibility. But yeah, as I said, going to set up a poll. You don't need an account to vote on the straw poll. So, yeah. Was it the game that isn't really available for purchase? Because for now I'm not really able to play retro games just using an old copy. So, maybe someday. But, yeah. What's going on here?
So, my child, have you done as I asked?
I have. Now for your end of the deal.
Yes, your actions have influenced your fate. I will allow your ghostly form to return to the physical realm to carry on as a fearsome pirate hunter.
Ghost pirate hunter Morgan Le Flay. I think I'm going to enjoy this.
Perhaps. You have chosen your own fate. Now go. There is much work to be done before the tides of destiny shift again.
Yeah, so that's them going next game? Possibly? Just gonna... Oh. Okay then. Why not? Yeah, it is. But that sure was an ending. Alright. So. There we go. I mean, wasn't LucasArts bought up by Disney? As in the entire thing? Or was it just Star Wars? Yes, we are rating Badger. Alone in the Dark, is that the horror game? I think it might be. Oh, yes it is. So, let's watch Badger enjoy a horror game. Sure, that's gonna go well. So, thanks for watching. As usual, I'll be back this weekend, so I'll see you guys then. And as I said, there is going to be a poll. I'll probably put it in the About section on the channel too. So, poll is going to be on Discord, on Twitter, and in the About section. So, yeah. And as long as you vote, like, within the next, like, day or two, it should work out. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys this weekend. Oh, on Discord. I can give you an invite. Haven't just generally posted an invite in a while, so might as well. There. Okay. That should do it. So, as I was saying, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye!